So a couple months back, I made a video called 8 Village Wall Designs for Minecraft 1.14. It was so much fun to make, I loved it, but everybody kept asking, Sausage, build some towers to get attached to those walls. So today, we're going to be doing that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be building all of them right now, so get ready. And if you guys didn't check out that video that we made those 8 village walls, check it out. It's in the description. Maybe after this video, you can go ahead and see, but you're going to see them now anyways. But you know what, it's fine. Let's start building those towers right now. Alright, and here we go with our very first tower. Now this tower, very simple, very starter worthy. It's being added to almost like a little bit of a rocky, ruin-like wall that you can pretty much place anywhere. Super simple to make. You have a lot of rocks being piled up against the tower as well, just like in the wall itself, using a little bit of a mix of cobble, some stone. Gonna bring some stone brick in here, some mossy. Very simple top to this as well. Just 4 blocks with a couple slabs. Very easy, it's very simple. You also have some arrow slit windows, and we have a nice little texture variation that goes along perfect with this original wall. Now this one actually reminds me of that village transformation we did a little while back, which is super easy, super fun to make. You can definitely add it in your world. Now this one right here, we're going to wear our second tower. This one is more of a Nordic style. You can actually pick up and place this really in any biome, but we went with a nice little watchtower look. With spruce, we got pretty much just all spruce in here, but if you notice, it matches perfectly with that wall, which you can add really anywhere in any biome, and it should look pretty good. But I think my favorite part, to use that in, is probably one of those tigers, mega tigers. We actually did that in our village transformation 2 that we did a little while back. Now this roof was a little bit complicated too, because we had to give it that Asian feel. We had to get the flare outs out there. I wanted to give that little dark oak trim at the bottom, so I went over this a couple times. This one actually took me the longest to actually perfect, but once you get that idea going, then you give it that little bit of a slope, and then a little rise up at the end. Then I started to do some flare outs. I think I got it. I think it came out pretty good. But this one is so cool, especially since I've been doing an Asian inspired theme in my single player world. I definitely want to bring this tower, this wall, but the hardest part is the dark prismarine. So if you guys don't have dark prismarine in your survival world, I think another replacement for this could be even dark oak on the top, and maybe instead of where you have the dark oak little lining on the bottom underneath the tower roof, you can maybe use some oak, and I think it'll still look pretty good. Now here we go with the desert tower. Now this desert tower was so much fun to make. I love desert builds. I haven't done a lot of desert builds lately. I need to go ahead and change that. We need to do some desert stuff, but this one actually inspired me because of the way that the walls are made, the way that we have that separation also of the spruce, that stripped spruce that separates the walls in separate sections, and it's very organic. It's not complete straight lines. This one got me inspired, so I did a little bit of that rocky terrain as well on the bottom, and that's a common theme that we've been doing to make all of these builds seem a little more organic. The rocky terrain, the rocks being pushed up against the towers to give it that support, and this is so cool. We brought a little bit of that little peak, a little pop out right there with the strip spruce, little hanging light, also the little arrow slit windows with the spruce trap doors for shutters. That was so cool as well. I also like bringing that little window on the side. That was awesome. But now this one right here is more of an Italian, maybe even almost like a Spanish villa style. So the texturing on this one is what inspires me the most. We got, along with the white concrete, we also have white concrete powder. We have some andesite. We have some of the diorite. Don't tell nobody. We use a little bit of diorite to mess up with that white. Okay, so we also have a little bit of cobble as well, and we're giving it that theme that we've been going through this whole time by adding that brokenness on the floor, on the grounds. It just makes it look so much more organic. We can play around with so many shapes by doing that. Now here, the best part of these roofs is using that brick. A little bit of that brick. We're going with a little swing around, some upside down stairs. And then we went with 4 blocks on the top, back with slabs, and then we started trimming it. We started adding a little more details here. So we started pushing some of those 4 blocks into slabs, adding some slab trims around, and then giving it that little bit of roughed up detail. That is what makes this whole tower stand out, and I love it. Now, I was like, you know what? What are we going to do with this? I wanted to put a big old window, but on top of the big old windows, I also want to add a little bit more life to it. So we added some flower boxes here with some of the spruce trapdoors, spruce slab, threw in that berry bush, which is my favorite bush to add in a flower box. And it looks so cool. Now this, I definitely need to make a whole village in this style. I'm not going to even ask in the comment section if you guys want to see one. We have to do it. I love it. I love it so much. It's so cool. But adding the little bit of bush around the sides, a little bit of the grounds being all random, like the tower's random. That makes it actually stand out. So not only does the tower look cool by adding all those texture variations, add some details to the grounds to make the tower pop, and that makes it really, really cool. Now, the first tower was a nice little light medieval one. Now, this one we're going heavy medieval. This one we're going with a little bit more detail. We're going with a little bit more fortifications, and this one is actually I'm gonna tell you right now, it's my favorite. I love this one so much. You know, I love me some medieval, and this one is pure medieval, and it's really awesome, especially because it's inspired by all the builds we've done so far. I brought a little bit of detail in here, and also that wall design. I gotta do that in a large scale eventually. It'll happen, but it's looking pretty cool. So here I decided to make the base a little thicker, especially since we've been using a lot of random blocks on the grounds to make them stand out. Here I wanted to give a thicker base. I wanted to get this looking a little bit more fortified, so I started playing around with that style. That's really, really cool, especially on the top. On the top, I wanted to add as much detail as possible and to make it look very imposing. So at a small scale too, because most of these are builds you can make in your world. It's not going to be too crazy, too big, but I love it so much. And we added that little bit of detail on the ground, like, you know, I had to. Now this one right here is more of a pirate steampunk fantasy style hybrid. So I wanted to give it the same style that we have for the walls. So for this, we wanted to bring a lot of wood. Not only just one type of wood, we have like 4 types of wood in here. We got every single wood in here. No, we got a lot of wood here. We got some of the spruce wood logs. We have spruce trapdoors. We have barrels. We have spruce stairs. We brought a little bit of oak also, and we have little light trims of brick on the inside. Very, very light touches. Nothing too crazy, but we then brought a little bit of stripped oak on the top. Added as much detail as possible, especially with the pillars to go up on the side. If you notice there's walls, there's fences, there's upside down stairs, regular side stairs. We have a little pop-out logs everywhere, and all the pop-out logs have those little buttons just to add all the details on there. We even have a little bit of texturing. Now, I wanted this roof to be as random as possible. I wanted to have a slope too, so I decided to come in here with some spruce and just tear it all up. I started to put a bunch of slabs. We got stairs, we got trapdoors. We wanted to make it look as rustic, as run down and fantasy as possible, and I think we pulled it off. This is really awesome. So look at that slope, that slant, that brokenness. It really brings out all the details in that roof. That roof's so cool. So that was ultra detailed. Now, this is the last one, and this one is really one of my personal favorites, especially because of the style. This is more like a Viking, Nordic, and I love it. I love it so much. It looks like very savage-like. You have the little post with the spikes on it. We have a lot of, it looks war-torn. It looks like whoever had this, they want to do some battling. Maybe orcs live here or something. So we have spikes even in the actual wall dividers on the tower. Very cool watchtower as well. We have a lot of rocky features on the bottom, so it's almost like they built this wall and this tower up against like a little cliffside. So it's super cool. I can actually see this on the top of a mountain somewhere, overlooking an area. And this style, imagine seeing a bunch of buildings like this. I think I'm ready to do one of these. These are really, really cool. So we brought a little bit of the style. We did a little bit, well, the last one with a little bit of a slope on the actual roof of the tower, but we broke it up even more. Upside down stairs, trapdoors, the spiky parts popping out. Barrels, trapdoors, stripped dark oak for this one. And I love this one. This one literally is one of my favorites, even though they're all my favorites. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section down below. But this is it right here. But that is all there is to it. Thank you all so much for watching. Out of all these walls, all these towers, which one was your personal favorite? Let me know. I'll give me like a top 3 right now in the comment section. But also, another thing I want to ask you guys, let me know if you want to see any village designs with these specific walls and towers in mind. For me, I love the medieval ones, but I've been doing that for so long. Let's try something cool, something different, something new. Maybe some Italian, maybe some of the little sandstony desert builds. But let me know what you think. And besides the ones we built today, what other styles would you like to see walls and towers in that we haven't done today? Let me know also in the comment section. I'm down to make a bunch more that we haven't done already that you've seen today. But I'm out of here for now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next Minecraft video. Goodbye.